Hello and welcome to Express Drives. I am Arup and today we have the MG Astor with us. Now this is actually the petrol version of the ZS EV. Now the styling of the Astor will be transferred to the EV very soon. Now talking about the Astor, it is only available in petrol. It comes in two trims, the 1.5 litre naturally aspirated version, but the one we have today with us is the 1.3 turbo petrol. Now this car will take on the Hyundai Creta, the Kia Seltos, the Skoda Kushaq, Volkswagen Tiguan and even the Nissan Kicks, which happens to be the most powerful car in the segment. So let's find out if this ambitious move by MG will create a disruptor in the segment. Now, ever since MG made its debut in India, it has been known for its technology, and the Astor is no different. It comes with an artificial intelligence assistance and advanced driving assistance system. But we'll get to all this later. Let's first talk about its design. And unlike its other siblings, it doesn't have that loud and bold design. It comes with a very sophisticated looking front grille, which MG calls it the Celestial grille. And that chrome feel also gives it the premium look as well. Now, if you look at the all LED headlamps, which MG again calls it the Hawkeye, it has a very chiseled and very sharp look. Now, if you look at the lower part of the bumper, it has this contrasting black color which gives it a sporty look. On top of that, this also houses the ADAS, so that has the sensor, the camera and the radar system. So it looks a lot more muscular. In our opinion, it looks sophisticated and this will be more appreciated by the buyers. Come, let's take a look at the side profile now. Now coming to the side, if you have seen the ZS EV, well, it looks exactly like that. But again, MG have rejigged it a bit. Now the first thing that you'll notice is the brand new 17-inch alloys. It's a dual tone alloys and it actually looks very good. On top of that, we all know MG loves their badging, so there are two additional badges here. One is the Brit Dynamic over here and the other one is AI inside, ensuring everybody knows that this car has artificial intelligence assistance. Now moving forward, it also comes with 4 disc brakes. Now that again, in terms of safety, it is right up there. There are some touches which MG has added to spruce up the car, like it's got this chrome windowsill over here and the ORVMs are black. Now coming to the rear design, the Astor has a fairly clean one, and we mentioned before that MG loves their badging, so you have like 4 different badges: the Astor, ADAS, the MG of course and the ZS. But it continues with its design philosophy, the Hawkeye design. So it gets the same design here in the rear and it is all LED again. But if you look a bit further down here, it comes with twin exhaust output. Now the thing is, this is just for aesthetics. It comes with a single exhaust, so it has a very clean and very contemporary looking design. It will definitely appeal to a lot of people. It is not so showy as the other MG vehicles are. So why don't we find out what the cabin is all about? Now before we get into the Astor's cabin, please do subscribe our channel and also don't forget to click on the bell so that you get notifications on our latest videos. So getting back to the Astor, the first thing that you will notice is the quality of the cabin, the materials that have been used. It has so much of soft touch materials. It is actually the first in the segment. It has this leather finish dashboard again here, and it is not just an upgrade for MG, but it is safe to say that it is a huge upgrade or a massive upgrade for the segment itself. MG has taken it to a next level altogether. It has a very European or a world-class sort of a air of premiumness. And if you also look at the steering wheel, you will recognize it because it looks very similar to the Volkswagen steering wheels. So it is again well built, it is solid, it is that typical 3-spoke Volkswagen steering wheel, and it has solid built buttons as well. So MG has put in a lot of effort to make sure that this car from the inside is a top-notch vehicle. Now it also comes with a floating 10.1-inch infotainment system, which is very easy to use. It is quite intuitive, it is very user-friendly, and it comes with plenty of features. For example, it comes with a Geo eSIM embedded, and it comes standard with a Geo 7 app as well for you music lovers. And of course it comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Where it lacks a bit is it doesn't get the wireless phone charger, so that is a bit surprising. It also comes with an all digital 7-inch instrument cluster. The graphics are very clear, very crisp. It is again very easy to read the dials. Again, they are digital. The speedometer, the RPM meter, and the fuel gauge. It is extremely clean, easy, and very user friendly to use. Just going back and touching on the subject of the infotainment system, they have also got physical switches here, which again is very helpful, because you can use your muscle memory instead of taking your eyes off the road. So you can increase or decrease the fan speed, the temperature. So these are little touches which are very practical and helpful, and we definitely give MG a thumbs up on this. Now MG has taken the safety level to a different level, and to check what are the settings and options, you can just go onto the infotainment system, and it has the vehicle settings. That is where you get different sorts of driving assistant options. Now, as we mentioned earlier, that this does come with the ADAS, so it comes with your forward collision warning, and all of these settings have 3 different sensitivities. So it can be very intrusive to medium to low. Again, that is very helpful, because according to your requirements you can set it. It also has automatic emergency braking, which also includes or keeps pedestrian safety in mind. Then it comes with rear drive assist. You can again go through the settings and put it up according to your requirement. Lane assist system has 3-4 different versions, again based on your sensitivity. Now all these assist systems are extremely important. They do work, but please keep in mind that they only function when you have well demarcated roads. Otherwise it doesn't exactly work, and the system then cancels itself out. But do use it, even though in our chaotic traffic situation sometimes it will not be very effective. But again, this is another safety aspect which is very helpful. Now another USP of this vehicle is the AI assistance, and it is very helpful again in terms of your in-car commands. And it also gives you internet based commands, like if you want to know what the news is, because it is linked also with Wikipedia, so you get your trivia. If you want to drive away your Monday blues, well, it also cracks jokes as well. So let's see how it recognizes our Indian accent, shall we? Hello Astor.
Yes.
Please open the sunroof. So that's not quite bad. It flawlessly understood what I was saying. Now, hello Astor.
I'm here.
Please set the temperature to 25 degrees Celsius.
Temperature is set to 25 degrees Celsius.
So again, you see, it is a very flawless move, and very easy. It easily understands what you are saying. But yes, in terms of internet commands, like let's say you want to know, hello Astor.
Yes.
What is the news today? So you can see that there is a bit of a lag, and that is there because of the network. It's got nothing to
Between
do with,
transist, pressure holds
see
will
there, it
analysis west ones of dangerous.
so you can see that it is all based on network coverage, but it works. It is very, very efficient. And does it really change the game in this segment? Well, why don't you tell us how important the AI assistant feature is, or is it just a gimmick? So please leave your comments below and do let us know. Now, in terms of comfort, the front seats are quite big and supportive, and the driver's seat, for convenience wise, it is electrically adjustable. But if you look at the Astor as a whole, it may come across as a bit of a compact crossover. Well, to be honest, it is not so, because it is longer than the Creta, it is wider than the Creta, it is also taller than the Creta. The only place where it loses out is the wheelbase. It is 25 mm shorter than the Creta. So that's why we are sitting in the back, and you can see based on my height, I have adjusted to the front seat, and there is just a lot of knee room. There's plenty of leg room. I'm sitting right back. The rear bench backrest is quite reclined as well, so it is very supportive for your back. In terms of headroom, there is plenty of headroom. But if you look at the window sill here, yes, it is a bit tall, so you may feel like, it's a bit enclosed, especially with the thick C-pillar. But because you have a massive panoramic roof up over here, that feels airy all the time. You don't feel it is claustrophobic. Now, it also comes with armrest and cup holders as well. You can have 3 adults sitting here. The leg room is pretty decent. The floor is not so pronounced, so there is enough space. But the thing is, if you are sitting in the middle row, it's a bit raised, and the cushioning is not as soft as the seat here. So on a longer basis, it may be a bit uncomfortable. But the good thing again here is the middle row passenger gets adjustable headroom. So in terms of 3 adults, the shoulder space could be a bit of an issue. It could be a tight fit. But apart from that, the seats are extremely comfortable. Yes, the under thigh support is average at best, but then honestly, most of the cars in this segment are like that. But there's plenty of space. And yes, you've got your rear AC vents. And there are 2 USB ports here for you to charge your devices. So all in all, it's a good place to be. It is airy, it is quite spacious, but for 3 adults, it could be a bit of a tight squeeze. Now, as mentioned earlier, the Astor comes with 2 petrol engines, the 108 bhp naturally aspirated one and the 1.3 litre 138 bhp turbo petrol. Now we are driving the latter one. That comes mated to a 6-speed torque converter, while the naturally aspirated one comes with either a 5-speed manual gearbox or a CVT. Now coming to the turbo petrol, it is extremely refined. The engine sound is just not audible in the cabin. Plus, it also is quite responsive. It picks up speed fairly quick, and the turbo lag, MG has somehow managed to minimalize it, so you don't get to feel that turbo lag, and that makes it extremely practical for it to drive in city conditions, because the power is always available, and even at slow speeds, if you need to overtake, there's always enough power, so you will not be searching for it, or there's no rather surge of power. But coming to the highways at high speeds, the engine does not like to be pushed around. So that is because of the 6-speed torque converter. It downshifts a bit slow. It's not the fastest in the segment, but honestly speaking, if you drive in real world conditions, you will not feel that difference. It is very, very smooth, and it actually ensures that your driving experience is very comfortable. What's interesting is that the Astor comes with 3 steering modes. Now, it comes with urban, which is the lightest, then there's normal, which is ideal for your daily commute, and there's something called dynamic, and that's where the heft you can feel of the steering wheel becoming heavier. And the best part about it is that it doesn't feel very artificial or anything. So that's a very smart feature that MG has offered. Now, typical MG cars, they have a very soft suspension setup. Why? Because they're focused on comfort. But in case of the Astor, they have managed to strike that balance between sporty and comfort suspension setup. So it actually is very good in handling. It enters and exits corner without any fuss or any problems. Yes, there is a bit of a body roll, and that's expected from a SUV. But again, it's very minimal. It doesn't weigh in on you. It actually feels that you're driving a car rather than an SUV or a crossover. In terms of ride quality, again, it is right up there. It easily goes over potholes. It doesn't crash into potholes, so it's not uncomfortable for the passengers. At the same time, it doesn't wallow at slow speeds when it goes over speed breakers. So all in all, I think MG has got it right. It has got it spot on for the Indian conditions, and this is exactly something what an SUV or a crossover buyer is looking for. After driving the Astor for a couple of days, we can safely say that this is MG's best vehicle in India. It feels like a world-class car. The cabin materials, again, world-class. It feels solid, it feels rich. The features, again, it has lots of features, but the more important thing is the ride and handling quality is very impressive. It is not soft, it doesn't wallow, and the body roll doesn't really, weigh in on you. So it is very impressive on that front. The engine, the 1.3 liter turbo engine, again, it is fairly responsive. In real world condition, it is fast enough. The 6-speed torque converter automatic also complements it. So all in all, it actually goes toe to toe against the segment leader, the Creta. Priced at 16.18 lakhs to 17.73 lakhs, it goes directly against the Creta, and we would say go to the showroom, take a test ride, because this is actually a viable option.